Alrighty, time to add inserters and other things to our bus now. So let's start with inserters. I think that's probably the best idea. And what do we want here? We basically, at this point, since we don't have anything for advanced circuits, that's going to be way down the line. We basically want to make probably red, blue, and purple inserters here. So red inserters are going to require sticks, parts, and cores. And you're going to require parts, circuits, and steel, and you require the same thing. So we are going to need a machine that makes sticks. What is our rate of production here? Sticks make 2 every half second, and you require 2 every half second. So we can have a 1-to-1 machine correspondence there. It's going to be a little goofy trying to actually get all the belts to work out here. But the good news is that for the most part, we're not going to need the gears and some of the other earlier stuff here. That's just going to be goofy, right? Because if we have a belt that's this far over, there's not a great way to get that where it needs to go. So let's attempt to do this. We're going to need far more belts. And in fact, what I'm going to do for the time being is I'm just going to give myself a little way of building up some belts here. There we go. Just some yellow belts. And we're going to extend these things down. But because I know I'm going to need... Oops. I know I'm going to need the steel and the circuits here. Where is my steel? I did not get steel. Oh boy. That was the thing that I needed that I was not able to get. I need another belt somehow. I mean, so steel is right here, and I could theoretically just... I could steal the steel. Which might not explicitly be doable without some really ugly stuff. But theoretically it's doable. What would my preferred way to do that be? I'm not quite sure yet. For the time being, let's just set up the sticks and long inserter production, just because we can. I'm going to need more fast inserters for this, probably. So you require iron, and that's it. And you require parts. Oh yeah, so this is what I wanted to do, was basically have some belts that run this way that are enough to feed what you need for both of the things. So I want to get a belt of circuits and steel here. Gonna need to find a way to get the steel down here. However, get 2 of these, 1 of these, and then probably 1 of these. And that will be good to go for making me long inserters. And theoretically, you should be able to get that set up pretty quick. We just need to get this split off in a way that looks nice. So that would be this one right here. Grab a couple more of these. I want to do something like this for now. We can always go back and fix this later. And I guarantee that we're going to need to fix it, so. But this is the convenient way to do this for now. Okay, so there are those, and that's going to be what we need to make our fast inserters. I wonder if you could be done with just one. Can you be done with just one? Looks like you can. Wonderful. And then that gives me an excuse to move this one lower. Put that in the center. Okay. So there are fast inserters, but we wanted to get circuits and steel on this belt, which is a little bit of a taller order because we don't have a good way of getting steel here. So, is there a way that I can spaghettify some steel down to this location? I'm sure that there is. What are the stone bricks are going to allow me to make? They're going to allow me to make this. But I would also need steel and stone proper to actually make the furnaces. So, you know, here's the better option, right? We're just gonna take this iron production out for now, or this gear wheel production, because we are essentially out of iron. It looks like. Yeah, iron production is very low right now, due to the draw on circuits, among other things. So we can go up and optimize this in a little bit. But as we need it, we're actually just going to put more machines down this way because our lab setup is going to end right here. So for now, this will suffice, and we will be able to get steel and stone because these two things are actually pretty close together. Now, based on what we had just accomplished, we're pretty much completely out of room to do that right here. So we're going to need to feed it through another way, which I think is going to be right here. So we can just go around and over like this. Obviously, the gear production is still going to cause a little bit of an issue, but we can actually just bring it down a little further. So let's try and get steel and stone out right here. Or actually, what's the closest that we can go? Closest that we can go is this line right here. So, well, this is going to be kind of weird, because our coal is not going to actually rejoin the bus until down here. Which I suppose is okay. It makes a nice tap here for the coal coke production, so I think this was the, yep, this was the one that I wanted right here. So if we can have steel going one way and stone going the other, then we will be happy. I'm out of splitters. Grab a couple more of those. I am going to need more than two, though. Ah! Now, it's good that I'm looking at this machine, because if you spy what I spy, our electricity production might be actually what's bottlenecking us here. So that is actually something that we can fix. We'll probably do so once we run this belt. So I'm going to continue capturing undergrounds here for my usage. And I have an odd number right now, which is scary. Whenever you have an odd number of underground belts in your inventory, that is cause for alarm. I'm sure I will find where I placed it eventually. Chat, if you can see it, let me know. So. Ah. Actually needed to be one more over. Or two more over, rather. That's actually going to complicate things slightly. Absolutely doable, just kind of annoying. Looks like they're continuing to do some work on the wall there. Oh, that's not good. Well, this is just temporary. That's not actually meant to be there. I have a lot of extra motors that I do not need. Let's just can all of this stuff quickly here. Okay. Yes. Oh, he's stuck between a rock. I see. I'd love to know where this missing underground belt is at. Let's see if I can find it. careful here, I should be able to. Okay, even number here. Even number here. It's hiding somewhere. That's okay. And there's the belt that we wanted. So this needs to have steel and stone on it. So let's get that set up here. Steel and stone. Alright, so stone can be pretty simple. Steel can be simple as well. Wonderful. Maybe not as simple as I had hoped. Oh, no, as simple as I hoped. Very nice. There we go. Wonderful. Alright. Now that we have a chance, though, let's go fix our power production issue a little bit. For which I'm probably going to need some of these extra resources, maybe? You take electric motors. And stone furnaces. Okay. Grab some of that. Alright, let's go check on our power production and upgrade it a little bit. Satisfaction of 28 that it's requesting. Okay, so we need at least another 10 megawatts here, which is a fair amount. So let's find where else we can do some of this. Alright, well, let's just see if we can fit this much right here. We can. Wonderful. So this is going to depend on where I can actually... Oh, this would be perfect right here. It's going to depend on whether or not I can actually get a offshore pump in this location. Scuffed, it's good to see you. Alright, not quite. Ah, but I can do this, which is just as good. Wonderful. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm doing well. I got several things that I need to fix about this base, but the good news is that I designed everything to be expandable, so I'm where I need to be. I just need to get it sorted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is this, like 12? 11, I guess. That's fine. I almost have enough for this. I need more iron. Which is not something that I have a lot of at the moment, but we do have some extra reserves up here, which is nice. We need some of these as well. Call it 12. Okay, thank you. Do I have access to landfill technology now? I do, look at that. I do want to get all of this stuff sorted out first, though. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. These trees out of here. Also out of transport belts. The list goes on and on. Oops. Oh, nice. We got some research done as well. That should actually probably help our power satisfaction here. Yes, it does. Okay, so the research is actually taking a fair amount, but we still need to get this stuff upgraded regardless, so... I guess I will just make some of these in my hand. Man, these guys are really getting rambunctious. Yeah, I use a lot of words. Alright, now we can actually connect these two lines together. It's this one that's going to need to connect over here. So I am going to need some more of these as well. Lots of crafting to do. I will go run and grab the transport belts then, so I do not need to make those. The problem is we're trying to get our bus set up here, but we're encountering some slowdowns because there's several things that still need to be done. I'm still proceeding to get lucky with these meteor strikes, which is great. So many alerts. Show me some transport belts. Can't quite reach them yet. There we go. And unfortunately, I spawned in a biome where the terrain has a movement speed debuff, which is kind of annoying. But we'll get it sorted out eventually. Also, some kind of strange graphical glitch here with the way that the power poles are drawn. Because there are, in fact, wires there. They're just a little hard to see. Alright, well, let's get this fired up. You need to not connect. I haven't made it through yet, so we're still fine. Okay. Looks like this is going to be a little bit of a manual job here, but that's okay. There are my copper cables. There we go. There's that. And then we need our wind turbines, which I think we can just probably stick right here. Now, are you overlapping? Yes, you are. There we go. Wonderful. You should show no... There you go. Yeah, Devil, it's been happening to me as well recently as well. I don't know what the deal is. Alright, and then this can connect over this way. There we go. If we look at our production of electricity, please. Yep, we should be able to see that it spread out across here. So now if we were to get some research going... Ah, we're actually out of research to do. Interesting. I see the tool belt research, but I don't actually like researching tool belt. It's something that makes me kind of weird. In greatest detail what happened in the past 10 seconds, I put this together. There you go. It's magic. So... that should actually speed up our iron production. That's probably what was happening, is that the lab speed was bottlenecking our iron smelting, which is why we had so little to show for ourselves. Does concrete require ore to make in this game? It does not. It requires sand and water. It does not actually require iron ore. It requires iron sticks, which makes much more sense. So, sand and gravel. Yeah, you got it, Scott. You know. Alright, so I have my steel and stone line here as well now. So I wanted, on this belt, I wanted steel and electric motors, which is going to be on the outside of both of these things. So, is there a cheeky way that I can get this done? That is what I'm not sure of. So for this one, I can do it pretty easily with a split that looks like this. But to get the... Oh, this is going to be horrendous, but it's going to work. Watch this. This is going to be gross, but it's going to work. I think each of you can go one more. I still have an odd number, which is scary. And then you're going to go one more as well. So then we put this here. Oh, you need to go one more. I don't think these guys, yeah, these guys are max length. Oh, they actually can, let's see. Yeah, you guys can actually go back here. That's fine. And then I guess just because it's cosmetically pleasing, waste a couple of transport belts, why not? So, then, you jump here, you jump here, then this happens. Oh gosh, come on. Oh, no. This is what I was going to do. I remember now. You guys are actually fine to stay where you are. This is why this was so disgusting, is because I can do this. And all of a sudden I have an even number of undergrounds again. Open a chance cube. Cicero, that's actually for when I'm playing Minecraft, and I'm playing Factorio today. So I will refund you those points if I can figure out how to do that. Tam, if you're hanging out, can you do that? Because I don't actually have the Twitch thingy open right now. So, my apologies for the lack of clarity on that. You will get those points back, though. Also, it's really good to see you, Cicero. It's been a hot second. I hope you're doing well. What's the closest thing to the chance cube in Factorio? Is probably going to kill biters, but I don't want to do that right now. Because I don't have the technology to do so. So, thank you, Tam. I appreciate that. Alright, so, we've actually got everything that we want now. So this is why I said this was so horrendous, but it actually works, and it works quite well. Oh, this is why I have my even number back. I see. So, this is the stuff that I'm the best at in Factorio, is this kind of really dense routing spaghetti. This is the stuff that I love. Makes me very happy. Actually, because of the side preference, I can just do that. I did not realize that. Okay, speaking of biters, we should probably get military science production here at some point. But for the time being, I am going to do what all good people do and just ignore it. So, I've got my steel and my electric motors, which is actually completely not what I wanted to do. I wanted steel and electric circuits, not motors. Nice! So all of that work is... Is there an easy way that I can swap this? Okay, well let's start with the stuff that I know needs to change. That needs to change probably like this. Is there a way that I can get this doing what I want it to do? The problem is that this goes right here, so maybe like that, and then like this, and then here. Oh, but it's not. Yes, I see. It's on the opposite side now. I understand. Yeah, this is so much more disgusting. Let's start from a relatively clean slate, and then figure out how to do this in a different way. So, I know that I want to do this, because that gives me the side preference that I want. So I can do something equally disgusting by doing this. There. That is much less aesthetically pleasing, but it also functions, which is the important part. So you're going to be making fast inserters, and you're going to be making filter inserters. And I guess you guys are just going to... Everything you need is on this belt, isn't it? Yeah. So. You're going to get 2. And each of you are going to get 1 here. Good. And then I guess we're going to do this. Power pole here. And we are producing what I want to produce. Wonderful. So, next time we're going to work on hooking up the other things that we want to make. So assembling machines and furnaces, etc.